Good evening, everybody! Jason here from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, streaming on Treaty 7 land, home of the Blackfoot Confederacy, the Tsuu Nation, and the Stoney Nakoda Nation, along with the Métis Nation of Alberta Region 3. Welcome to Day 30 of 100 Days of Gaming. Raid the Arcade! 100 Days of Gaming is part of Extra Life, the 24-hour gaming marathon that's part of the Children's Miracle Network. Do you want to play games and heal kids? Go to www.extra-life.org. There you can sign up for free and start collecting pledges from your friends, family, and co-workers that all go towards your local children's hospital. Then you get to play games for 24 hours on November 6th. I'm playing games to help raise money and awareness for the Alberta Children's Hospital right here in Calgary that helps over 100,000 sick and injured children each year. I've been part of Extra Life for 9 years now, and it's a great way to have a lot of fun by doing a lot of good, and you can donate in the links below. August is Tabletop Month at Extra Life, and we celebrate tabletop gaming with Tabletop Appreciation Weekend. Last weekend, Extra Lifers raised over $107,000 for children's hospitals in Canada and the US, thanks to everyone who fundraised, streamed, and played tabletop games. Roll yourselves a free Nat 20 tabletop gamers. You've earned it. But it doesn't stop there. Anyone who raises $150 in August will get a full set of these Extra Life dice from our friends at Heartbeat Dice, and the box even lights up. So get in those donations now and help set a new fundraising record. Last year in 2020, over 43,000 participants at 113 countries helped over 10 million kids at 170 children's hospitals across Canada and the United States by raising over $17.4 million. And those numbers just keep getting bigger and better each year. Gamers are changing kids' health and changing the future, but we can't do it without you. So if you'd like to know more about Extra Life, or if you'd like to sign up yourself, go to www.extra-life.org. Or if you'd like to help my fundraising efforts, to help the kids at the Alberta Children's Hospital, you can do so in the links below. Okay, so tonight, for Day 30 of 100 Days of Gaming, Raid the Arcade. We are, this time for 100 Days of Gaming, Raid the Arcade. Just had a little bit of a technical glitch there. We are going back into Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. Yes, your eyes do not deceive you, folks. They actually added this the functionality to let you load the old menu system in a prior one. And since today I'm going to be going through the Rising Anniversary event that commemorates the relaunch of the game, it seemed appropriate to dig out the old UI. So let's log in, and here we go. Oh, I'm still dressed in my summer clothes. I'm gonna have to glamour that out. Oh, this world is currently full. Yeah, actually, with all the news this week that said that since that Final Fantasy XIV has actually become so popular with other players, the servers are essentially full. Yeah, that's right. The developers are trying their best to relieve the congestion, so that way people can get into the servers. And World Event sure isn't helping it out. But yeah, I guess there's equal parts. In my opinion, there's equal parts good thing and bad thing. Good thing that there's lots of players. Bad news is that, well, longer wait times. But apparently not for me. But let's just head right on in. Oh yeah, I logged out in Limsa Laminsa when I completed the Moonfire Fair event from not too long ago. Oh, and I'm telling you, whenever I hear this Final Fantasy prelude, it really gets me right here. Know what I mean? But in the meantime, here, let me see. I'll just gotta get my usual gear back. Yeah, I've got glamour plates set up for some of my holiday gear. Yeah. Let's do my Limsa Laminsa officer uniform. I don't need an eye patch. Okay. Let's just walk around a little bit and just see what's happening around here. Yeah, one time when one of my aunts was visiting, I told her about the in-game events that happened in Final Fantasy XIV, about how a lot of them are based on Western and Eastern holidays, and but I told her that in many ways the Rising is like Remembrance Day in terms of the in-game lore, and how it commemorates the calamity from all those years ago, and about how nearly the entire continent was reduced to a used charcoal briquette. In looking to the past, we take solace in the present and think of what the future may hold. That is the very essence of the Rising. This year we have prepared a spectacular fireworks celebration, sure to enthrall everyone in attendance. But what is the Rising? The Rising is a period of remembrance that commemorates those lives that were lost during the great tragedy that was the calamity. We also pay tribute to the unsung heroes who risked life and limb that others might know a brighter future. And so the streets are decorated with somber trappings, and the night skies are filled with vibrant fireworks. The solemn atmosphere and bright lights above may spur others to reflect on the doom portended by Dalamud. By doing so, they might give thanks for the present and muster hope for a brighter tomorrow. Yeah, so in this way, in terms of in-game lore, the Rising is a lot like Remembrance Day here in Canada. But it also ties into the relaunch of the game as 2.0 Realm Reborn back in 2013. And I'll be willing to bet that this will be a way for the developers to break the fourth wall and actually enter the game and thank us all for playing, as they often do, and give little hints at things to come. Yeah, I'll send you home, Cherry Bomb. I just want to get a screenshot. Of course, that guy behind me was jumping all the way. Okay, well, since this is the anniversary event, I'll just tell a little bit of my history with the game itself. So I was a real big Final Fantasy XI player. In fact, Sony actually sent me... I know I told the story before, but Sony sent me a beta kit for the PlayStation 2 version of the English beta of Final Fantasy XI. Yeah, it came with a prototype PS2 hard drive and everything, but I had to send it back, but they rewarded me with the real retail one. But I was invited to participate in the beta for Final Fantasy XIV, the original 1.0, and I took one look at it, and frankly, it was so sucktacular. I looked at it once and never looked back. Right, so I'm not a legacy player, but I signed on when 2.0 started, and I've been with it ever since. In fact, in 2013 at PAX West, the developers held an event at a hotel in downtown Seattle. I was fortunate enough to go. Yep, and Yoshi P was there, and Soken was there, and a couple other members of the dev team as well, and they were all really excited to actually get up close and personal and talk with all the fans about how excited they were going to be that we're going to be launching Final Fantasy XIV for the second time in just a couple days from then. So, yeah, good times. Good times. Okay, let's just take care of some housekeeping first. Let's just go visit my retainers and see what's going on. Oh man, lots of people on tonight. I'm glad the last time I was on, I learned how to turn off the name displays for all the other player characters. Yep, I've been playing this game for 9 years, and I finally learned how to do that when I was last on. Yeah, oh yeah, it makes everything a whole lot cleaner. Okay, one more. Okay, there we go. Okay, got all my money. Yeah, I'm still amazed at just how well this game looks. I mean, the game engine is now knocking on 8, 9 years old, but still looks darn pretty. Okay, so I read that in order to take part in the Rising event, you've got to go to Ulda first. So I will just teleport over to Ulda at the Steps of Nald, and let's get the quest chain going. Yeah, but still, I think I mentioned this when I was last doing my stream to play the Moonfire Fair event. One thing that you gotta do. Oh, hi, dancing guy. Yeah, just that when I was doing the Moonfire Fair event, like, you gotta give the development team props because even though that the holiday is the same every year, the quests and the rewards change every year. Yeah, unlike Warcraft, I did play Warcraft for a long time, and, well, not a long time, a couple years, off and on. But the holiday events that they did were the exact same each year, and frankly, it was getting real boring. Just taking part in the quests again, just to get the new copies of the exact same gear all year round. And let's see. Hello, good vendor. What are you selling? Let's see. Oh, you sell. Let's see. Realm Reborn Red. Yes, the legendary hard beverage brewed just for this occasion. Yeah, I've got the prism for flowers. I've got the prisms for meteor shower. I got them for heaven's crackers, and I also got the meteor showers as well. Yeah, I've got all of them, so... Reset items. Okay, maybe the new items will be available after I've completed the quest chain, but... Yeah, I'm such a tourist in this game. I always like to get screenshots. Yeah, but I never really figured out how to use the G pose function. Oh, you can walk right through it. There's no collision detection. I did not know that. Oh, I hear the fireworks. The fireworks are going now. Yeah, I think I could get a better shot over here. Hang on, I'll just try just to crop you out of the way. I'm telling you, I was totally surprised when the developers announced the crossover with Gibson guitars of all outfits to actually sell a real world Final Fantasy XIV themed electric guitar and actually have it as an actual furnishing item in the game, which I have in my apartment, and as an actual performance item for bards to use as well. Freebird! Here's Rising Calm. Kipijaka is looking around in consternation. Jern! Oh, what an astounding coincidence! Astonishing, rather. What do you mean, who I? I'm Kip Yajaka, reporter for the Raven. Help me investigate that visitor from another world, remember? Anyway, this is perfect. I could use your assistance with another story. Assuming you have time, that is? Sure. What up? So here's the thing. Just recently, an unusual visitor cut through Gardania's markets like a scythe in a frenzy to purchase every Nymeria lily available. And I mean all of them. For what purpose, you ask? Well, my friend, I sense the answer to that question will provide the basis for my next scoop, so I did some nosing around. No one I talked to could put a name to our mysterious flower fancier, but by all accounts, he and his cargo hold of lilies had departed for Ulda. Not wanting the trail to go cold, I quickly grabbed my quill and notepad and boarded an airship myself. I was quickly reminded of how hard it is to chase a story in unfamiliar territory. You know the Soundings people well enough, though, don't you? What say you to lending a hand to my investigative efforts? I suppose we need a guide. Nope. I'd be happy to. I know the place. I'm practically a local. Wonderful, then we have no time to lose. First thing first, we pay a visit to the nearest drinking establishment. The local tavern is always the best place to pick up tidbits of gossip and rumor. Yeah, I could use a cold one myself. Oh, an impromptu performance. Here, let me see. I've actually got ideas as to how I could do a little bit of friendly trolling. Let's see. Is there a let's see. I'm rather a casual Final Fantasy player right now. I'm almost kind of wondering, is there something like a shout emoji? Rather, shout emote, rather. I'll do /cheer. Freebird! Let's see. Yeah, according to my classes list, here, let me see. Disciples of War. Let's see. Where are you? Yeah, I'm only a level 12 archer. Yeah, so there's no way I can level up and become a bard, and frankly, I don't have the musical inclination to just pull up my guitar and then just start busking for Gil. Oh man! Before I turned off all the player names, this whole street would have been a soup of blue letters floating in the air. Why didn't I do that earlier? Why didn't I do that 8-9 years earlier? My, those are some serious faces. What can I do for you this fine evening? Blot, 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 blot. Ooh, playing reporter, are we? Sounds like fun. Let's hear your questions, then. We are attempting to track down a particular someone who purchased a suspiciously large number of Nymeria lilies in Gridania before transporting them here to Ulda. Any idea of who this person might be? We've more than a fair share of traders coming and going, and a large shipment arriving in the city is hardly a noteworthy occurrence. But now that you mention it, I do remember this florid minstrel fellow who came in just the other day. Said he pulled in from Gridania and needed help hauling a hefty delivery to the Alchemist's Guild. He's actually a familiar face in these parts. Never did get his name, though, strangely enough. A nameless traveler arriving from Gridania with a sizable cargo to move. That sounds promising. Like I said, it was just a request to move cargo. Now, before you run off to a possible dead end with the alchemists, I suggest you fish for more information inside the quicksand. After all, where else can you find so many gossipy adventures crammed into one spot? That certainly makes sense. Between the two of us, however, I see no reason why we cannot do both. I shall stay here and interview the clientele. Will you chase down our other lead at the Alchemist Guild? What do you think? Sure, I'm up to it. I know some people there. Then that will be our plan. Once you've spoken to the potion mixers, make your way here. We can discuss any new revelations. Thanks, dude. Whoops. Oh, this is the wrong way. Yep, so I'm gonna hop on the local public transportation and head over to the Alchemist Guild. Oh, it's like making an entrance. Whee! Ah, my loyal assistant, what brings you to the guild at this hour? As if I paid attention to the mundane concerns of timekeeping. Have you some stimulating morsel of esoteric wisdom to share? You brought questions? For a tabloid piece? Think you that I, a thrall to academic exertion, will have even a moment to spare on such trivialities? Ah, but just a moment. Perhaps there is a shred of scholarly value to this after all. I vaguely remember the flamboyant character of whom you speak, and his request to process a vast quantity of floral material. 'Tis laughable that I would undertake such a menial chore, of course, so I assign the task to my subordinates. If you wish to discuss the tedious details, Dietrich is your man. Ah, there's Dietrich. Why, I should be delighted to assist you. This is regarding that large delivery of Nymea lilies? Yes, the guild did accept a task involving said flowers as commissioned by a nomadic minstrel gentleman. And though I cannot reveal the nature of what we produced, I can tell you that it shall be distributed amongst the populace as part of the events of the Rising. Wish to know more, then I suggest you speak to the gentleman himself? Okay. So where is this esteemed mystery gentleman? Okay, long-time 5Fan14 players. 3 guesses as to who this minstrel is. And the first 2 don't count. Ah, it's a beautiful night out. I can hear the fireworks, but guess I can't see them from down here. Oh well. There you are. Adventurer, you're back! Did the alchemist offer up any new information? A little. So to summarize, this famously unnamed minstrel of nomadic inclination commissioned the manufacturer some yet unknown item to be handed out during the Rising. Oh, I hardly agree that we should speak with him directly, and as luck may have it, I've just discovered he means to put on a performance at the Ruby Road Exchange. I think it's time for one of my patented on-the-spot interviews, don't you? If we hurry over, we could catch him before he takes the stage. scared! Well, there's the minstrel. That colorful pharaoh there must be our minstrel. Greetings, sir. I'm terribly sorry to interrupt, but you are the famous wandering minstrel, are you not? I am indeed. And look who you brought to see me. Was there not aught I might do for you fine people? I've been following you, to be perfectly honest. I'm curious to learn more about the wag load of lilies you turned over to the alchemists, not to mention your plans to distribute the results of their work. You follow me? But how did you... I mean, why would you? She's a reporter. Ah, writer for the Raven. That explains much. And you also learn what I tasked the alchemists to create? Is the coral out of the bag for all to smell? No, we were hoping you might tell us. Good, then my surprise remains unspoiled. The plan, if you must know, is to hand out bundles of potpourri to all and sundry during the rising. As in flowers mixed with spices? That aromatic stuff you see in bowls on parlor tables and the like? The very same, except my potpourri will delight the eyes as much as the nose, thanks to the alchemical wizardry infused by my co-conspirators. Yet, even without such enhancements, the scent of lilies is known to grow calm and tranquility. The rising is a time of remembrance, of mourning. It is a time when sorrow can overwhelm folk who lost friends and loved ones in the seventh umbral calamity. It is my hope that the lily's gentle perfume will afford such burdened souls a modicum of peace during this oft-times melancholy memorial. Oh my, what a genuinely lovely idea! Only just this moment we will make arrangements for a showcase of my humble talents, where I shall hand out potpourri bundles to the audience. Again, I'm glad we met ere you inadvertently spread word of our Lily, I mean, how funny. Take two! Again, I'm glad we met ere you inadvertently spread word of our little surprise gift. I trust now you have sufficient detail to write your article? Oh yes, I have plenty to work with, thank you. Splendid. Now, since you've joined the inner circle, so to speak, we must have you play a role in the performance. What? Ha, you needn't fret so. I merely wish for your assistance in passing out the potpourri. I can supply the crowd at the show, but it would be most helpful if you might deliver bundles to some other part of town. Oh, we'd be happy to! And it could only help me flesh out the story. Excellent. Here you go. And here's some for you. It's invisible, so trust me on it. Let's get back to the Quicksand adventure. If you hand out bundles there, they will be sure to cover folk from every corner of the city. We were low on helping hands, to tell the truth, and since it worked out for the best, please come and meet me at the Ruby Road Exchange once you finish with your task. Will do. The hour of my performance draws near. Many times I have taken the stage in my life, yet the thrill of anticipatory terror never fails to run through me. Yeah, I don't have an ear for music, so I don't know what he's playing on right now. Okay, so it's actually coming up at 10:30 here in Calgary. So before I move on with the quests, it's time for a station break. So you're watching me play Final Fantasy XIV as part of 100 Days of Gaming. Raid the Arcade! 100 Days of Gaming is part of Extra Life, the 24-hour gaming marathon that's part of the Children's Miracle Network. Do you want to play games that heal kids? Go to www.extra-life.org. There you can sign up for free and start collecting pledges from your friends, family, and co-workers that all go toward your local children's hospital as it change kids' health and change the future. Then you get to play games for 24 hours straight, and the big day is November 6th. Or if 24 hours on November 6th is no good for you, you can play whenever you like, as long as you like, whatever you like. It's all good because you're playing games to heal kids. I've been part of Extra Life now for 9 years, and I'm playing games to help raise money and awareness for the Alberta Children's Hospital right here in Calgary that helps out over 100,000 sick and injured kids every year. And Extra Life is a great way to have a lot of fun by doing a lot of good. In August, it's Tabletop Month at Extra Life, and last weekend was Tabletop Appreciation Weekend, where tabletop gamers streamed, fundraised, and played games and raised over $107,000, and that all goes to children's hospitals across Canada and the United States. So tabletop gamers are awesome in all kinds of ways, and thank you so very much. But the fun keeps going. Anyone who fundraises $150 US in August will get a set of these Extra Life dice from our Gamers in Arms over at Heartbeat Dice. And I only need $45 American to get them, and there's only a couple of days left. So please donate to the Alberta Children's Hospital in the link below or on the pinned link on my Facebook page. I'll be getting a nice set of dice, and you'll be helping sick and injured children in southern Alberta, so everybody wins. Last year in 2020, over 43,000 participants in 113 countries helped over 10 million kids at 170 children's hospitals across Canada and the United States by raising over $17.4 million. And those numbers just keep getting bigger and better every year. So if you'd like to know more about Extra Life or you'd like to sign up yourself, go to www.extra-life.org. Or again, if you'd like to help me in my fundraising efforts for the Alberta Children's Hospital and help me get these sweet dice, you could just do so in the links below. Okay, so now let's dive right back into Final Fantasy XIV and continue with taking part in the Rising. Okay, let's get to work, shall we? Potpourri! Potpourri! Come get your potpourri! It ain't gonna smell itself! Come get your potpourri! Why, thank you for the potpourri, my good sir. Here, have some potpourri. You got some potpourri? Yeah, I got some potpourri. Let's go smell our potpourri. What is that you're giving out there, adventurer? Oh, it's the fuzz! It's potpourri, sir. I know the scent. Nymeia lily, yes? The flower is often placed on the graves of the fallen, a practice with which I am at last intimately familiar. Why choose this particular bloom? I see. Perhaps the perfume does remind one of the peace of repose, rather than the violence which took our companions from us. It would seem the minstrel has given the matter some thought. For Cartano veterans such as myself, the season of the Rising can be a torment, like the throbbing pain of an old wound. I will keep this bundle close, I think, and breathe in its calm whenever I feel my thoughts turning grim. Keep it busy there, ain't you, Jern? I know it's for the Rising and all, but it tickles me to see a hero of your stature handing out presents like a simple errand boy. I mean, ever since the first time we've met, you've always been the type to lend aid wherever it's needed. And you haven't changed one bit. Makes me happy, it does, not to mention a little misty-eyed. The good you've done for folk will linger on, an unshakable foundation for your future. Keep going the way you're going, my friend, and we'll all be the better for it. Here, why don't you let me have whatever bundles you got left, and I'll put them together with the ones I got from your reporter friend. If we leave a basket full out on the guild counter, I guarantee they'll hand themselves out before the Rising is over. Mistress Momodi took a goodly amount off my hands, but I think we've done our fair share of the work. We should go and see the minstrel and let him know we've completed our task. There they are. I wonder if that potpourri also loosens tongues. It seems everyone who took a bundle had a rising tale to tell, be it short remembrance or a lingering stroll down memory lane. The reporter and our most qualified assistant return. The performance went well, I must say. But what of your story research? Were the townfolk willing to share any movie material? Yes, they were unexpectedly forthcoming. I was regaled with many an anecdote from those who lived through the calamity and privileged to hear the treasured memories of those who did not. Back when the calamity was poised to strike, I only just earned my reporter's quill. I was rushing around town, questioning adventurers and taking notes. But as Dalamut descended ever lower, the streets erupted into chaos. It was then that I fled with my younger brother to the border in relative safety. There are a few less prudent friends and colleagues who might still be here if they had done the same. In the years since, the world has risen from the ashes. I've done my best to rise along with it, but there are things I cannot, nay, should not forget. Such are the thoughts which blossom in my mind when I breathe in that potpourri's perfume. I've enjoyed our collaboration this day, adventurer, and I shall attempt to write a piece that does it justice. What say you to Rising Calm as a title? Works for me! How fitting! I look forward to reading it. I, too, sense the stirring of a new composition, a hopeful verse dedicated to the continued safe passage of those who yet ascend the path out of catastrophe and despair. Oh no, not again! Greetings, warrior of light. You needn't be alarmed. This is a world that exists outside your reality. Could it be a dream? A flight of fancy conjured by your weary mind? Perhaps, or perhaps not. What a pleasure it is to welcome you here again, Jern, and what a privilege that your chosen trail should run along mine for so long. Ah, it's Yoshi P! Hi there, Yoshi-san. On a day such as today, I hope that you will forgive me a brief bout of nostalgia. It has been an entire decade since I first came to this world. I was a stranger here, a traveler in a troubled land, and the quest for its salvation consumed my every moment. Countless trials were met and overcome, and the world not only survived, it flourished. This victory we owe to those who persevered alongside us, to those who explored and nurtured and loved this realm as much as we do. Yes, it is you of whom I speak, of our indomitable adventurers. 10 years is a long time, yes, but for me the number holds no special significance. It's simply a count of the passage of days. Success, however, would not have come without that accumulation of daily effort, and that's what makes it a milestone worth marking. Thank you for staying the course with us these many years. I will keep making plans for this world for the foreseeable future. It has become part of my life, and see it grow is an adventure in itself. Rest well, warrior of light, for a grand convergence of events approaches. May the road upon which you must embark become the greatest of all journeys. Until we meet again, my friend. Always dressed in paladin gear. That's gotta be a preview of what will happen in Endwalker. See you on the moon! Huh, what a moving rendition! And now I must really head home to write that article. You have my gratitude, Jern. I would still be floundering in the street without your assistance. Until we meet again! A great many lives were lost in the flames of the calamity, not to mention the chaos which followed. Yet it is survivors who must face the challenge of living in this new area we have salvaged. To you, the champion and the vanguard of our efforts, I dedicate these verses. Scarred by the falling of fiery stars, the land is reborn with new life. God's slayer struck by an echoing roar, heaven sing with the province of life, strife. Beast and man both seek freedom or death in a bloody inferno untamed. By unbroken hopes from a sky long undimmed shall the darkness of Eld be reclaimed. A merciless gale, an unending road, if this be the path we are fated, then pray be our dawn, in the rift betwixt worlds your soul splendid light unabated. I really must apologize for pressing you into service for my potpourri scheme. I tend to consider adventurers as fellow wanderers, and call upon the senses of your kind with little reservation. As for the gifts themselves, there was another reason why I chose the Nymean lily. Traditionally, the bloom is said to represent a prayer for safe passage. The way ahead promises more hardship, and I wanted at the very least to wish you, all of you, the smoothest road for the coming journey. Maybe not just a preview of things to come in Endwalker, but maybe a message for our times as well. Okay, so I got my parasol. The Zealous parasol features an image of a flaming moon which seems strangely familiar. Used to acquire Red Moon Parasol and Nymera Potpourri. Alright. Quest complete! Unlocked achievement, the Great 8. Complete quest, Rising Calm. There we go, got another achievement. Okay, so used to acquire a parasol. Okay. Fashion accessory. I've been wondering how to do this. Okay. You have gained access to a fashion accessory. To use it, first select Fashion Accessories under Character from the main menu. The actions to equip accessories can be used directly from this menu or registered to your hotbar. And equipping accessories will be removed by pressing the action again. Of course, who would want to put them away? Over to Red Moon Parasol. Oh, my spear's sticking out. This is my first parasol. Yeah, looks good. I can totally see Square Enix selling these parasols at some of their Japanese events. Okay, let's just walk around with my parasol for a bit. Oh well, it'll be sunshine. It'll be morning soon here in Orzia, even though it's a foggy morning. The city is still in the desert though, so always carry protection. Let's see. I think I'll bring out my Red Mage minion. I was a Red Mage in Final Fantasy XI, so... Oh, maybe I can't summon a minion when I've got my parasol out. Oh, I see. Yeah, it does take the place of my minion. There's a screenshot. Wonder if I could do emotes when I've got the parasol out. What the? What's Mitchell doing up there now? The yours there survived the calamity and is effected a miraculous rebirth. 'Tis for all who struggle onwards, putting one foot in front of the other as they travel this unfamiliar and oft uneven path, that I dedicate the song of safe passage. Oh, I see. You can't pull out your parasol when you're walking. Yeah, let's just walk around a bit. Yeah, it's 6:15 in the morning here in Thanalan. The buskers are out. The shops are opening. It's a foggy morning. But aside from that, let's just see the city become alive. Come on, dude, he's not that bad. Yeah, so this is a very super casual, very low-key Final Fantasy XIV stream. I've only got 11 minutes left to go, so I don't think I'm actually going to try for any quests or anything. Yeah, I completed the Rising event for this year, so... Hey, nice parasol, buddy. Actually, let's just walk around for a little bit. I actually haven't just walked around any of the 3 starting cities in ages. So let's just walk around and let's just soak in the ambiance. Oh, did you hear a door open? Yeah, this is the Thaumaturge's Guild. Yeah, those. Frankly, those black magic types creep me out. Yeah, I can understand why you want to craft back there, buddy. The markets are so crowded. Yeah, I know that the fog layer that they've put here over the city is actually quite subtle, but it reminds me of the time when I would go to the Kingdom of Sandoria in Final Fantasy XI. Yeah, it always seemed shrouded in fog. Oh look, they added shadows for the parasol on the ground. Goes onto your character model. Oh, someone else is playing now. They must be taking turns. Yeah, frankly, I'm amazed at just how versatile the performance system is. Like, granted, I actually haven't heard much of the in-game musical performance, but I have seen a couple, especially the last times I was streaming, and yeah, it was a group of people all playing together. So, man, they put in the work. Yeah, I don't have an ear for music, so I don't know the song that that particular player is doing right now. Oh, costume change. Is this song Smooth Criminal by Michael Jackson? Yeah, we've got we've got a light music station playing at the front of our office, playing all day, and this song, that song's on a playlist, so this does sound like it. Yeah, they must be finishing. They must be finishing up. Okay, let's see. Let's just see if I can get more in-game goodies here. Oh, I can actually buy some. I can buy some more potpourri. Okay, yeah, put me down for. Yeah, I've got 10 right now. Yeah, put me down for a dozen. Okay, let's see what this potpourri actually does. That's what it does. It creates a flower pattern. Okay, I'll just buy a couple more because yeah, I like collecting in-game event items. There. Now I've got 2 dozen. Yeah, that'll last. Let's see. I know one of my retainers has got some Roman-born lead. Yes, the wine. I'll get a 12-pack of that. Heck, make it a 2-4. Pop! Ha-ha! Woo! Make it rain! Make it rain! Okay, what I'm going to do then is that I'm actually going to go to the capital cities and I'm going to pop the cork there. I'm going to go be annoying. Yeah, I also haven't been back to Gridani in a long time as well. Oh yeah, make it rain, make it rain. Okay, now back home to Limsa. Yep, I'm popping corks across the realm. Yeah, everybody gets a taste. Okay, now let's head off to Ishgard. Yeah, Ishgard is actually a pretty dreary place. It'll actually need some fun. Ha-ha! Ishgard! To Ishgard! Okay, now let's head off to Ralger's Reach. Yeah, let's see. Not many people here. Let's get into a more central location. To the revolution! Okay, where to next? Now off to Kugane! Woohoo! Tsuu. Okay, now, off to the first. Off to the Crystarium. Yeah, this looks like a nice central place. To the Exarch! Okay, and that's it. All the big cities. Okay, let's head on back. Okay, and as I see by the clock on the wall, or rather in the corner of my screen, I see it's just a little past 11 o'clock here in Calgary. So this is actually a good time to wrap things up for tonight. So, you've been watching me play Final Fantasy XIV as part of Extra Life, 100 Days of Gaming. 100 Days of Gaming is part of Extra Life, which is also part of the Children's Miracle Network. Extra Life is the 24-hour gaming marathon where you can play games and heal kids. You sign up at extralife.org. You can then collect pledges from your friends, family, and co-workers, and all those pledges go toward your local children's hospital. And then you get to play games for 24 hours on November 6th, or as long as you like, whenever you like, because you're playing games to heal kids. Yes, for Extra Life, gamers are changing kids' health and changing the future. I've been part of Extra Life now for 9 years, and I'm playing games to help raise money and awareness for the Alberta Children's Hospital right here in Calgary that helps out over 100,000 sick and injured children each year. And we're seeing, and gamers like me and members of my group, the Extra Life Calgary Guild, we're seeing firsthand how much good all this fundraising is really doing, and just makes it all so worthwhile. Also worthwhile is that in August, it's Tabletop Month at Extra Life, and last weekend over $107,000 was raised by tabletop gamers. Yeah, aren't tabletop gamers awesome? They're just awesome. Admittedly, it's not really my thing, but no, it's all good because we're all playing games to help raise money to heal kids. And plus, anybody who raises $150 US in August will unlock this set of We'll unlock this set of Extra Life dice from our friends at Heartbeat Dice, and I only need $45, so please, if you want to help the kids at the Alberta Children's Hospital, donate at the link below or the link pinned to my Facebook profile, and all that money will go towards the Alberta Children's Hospital, and I will get these sweet dice, so everybody wins. Last year in 2020, over 43,000 participants in 113 countries helped over 10 million kids at 170 children's hospitals across Canada and the United States by raising over $17.4 million. And those numbers just keep getting bigger and better every year, but we can't do it without you. So if you'd like to know more about Extra Life, or if you'd like to sign up yourself, go to www.extra-life.org. Or again, if you'd like to help me in my fundraising efforts for the Alberta Children's Hospital, you can do so in the links below. Well, thanks for tuning in tonight, for watching me play through the Rising Anniversary event in Final Fantasy XIV. I'll be back tomorrow night at 10 p.m. So good night for now, and remember as always, kids can't wait.